channel. Today we are going to be doing a voiceover, as you guys can probably tell. We're going to be planning for the week of December 10th through the 16th. I'm going to be using this super beautiful Shop Jessica Hearts kit. I got this last year and I was so in love with it. I was deciding on whether or not to go a few different ways with this kit. I thought I could make it basically just very snowy, very white, and very wintry by kind of mixing the colors, so the reds, obviously all the colors that are in it, and basically just doing silver. So that was my original plan, and then I decided to actually go with the flow of the kit, and it turned out so beautiful. So you guys will see that as we go through this spread and through this video. So as you guys saw, I basically just put down my bottom washi and I'm deciding where my full boxes go. I knew that I really wanted this adorable, cute little polar bear in my quote box, so I did that there. And yeah, so we're putting our full boxes down now. Okay, so now that we have all of the full boxes down, I'm going to go ahead and lay down my check boxes. So you guys will see me kind of cover some things up and just messing around with it. Like I said earlier, I wasn't 100% positive if I was going to go with the flow or how I really wanted this kit to lay down. I ultimately decided to just do the exact colorway that she had it already down as. So we're gonna go ahead and put all of those check boxes down. You can see my little binder there. I was looking to find silver foiled check flags. Again, like I just said, and like I said in the beginning of the video, I didn't know if I wanted to just make this a white wintry kit or if I wanted those pops of colors. So while I was deciding, I started whiting out the first line of that full box and the date covers to lay down these Scribble Prints Co. glitter headers that are silver, and also do my date covers. So I'm going to go ahead and go do that throughout the spread. I think I do all of the headers and the date covers, and then we'll probably come back to the check boxes. Alright, so kind of a lot's happening here. You guys are going to see that I picked up these glitter headers. I realized that I needed to pick them up either way, no matter what I ended up using, just because I wanted to put my full boxes or the check flags down before I put the headers down. While I was still deciding on that, I go ahead and put my silver foil date dots from Jackson Pepper on my date covers. And then let's see, I probably put those down next. You guys also saw me pull out or go digging in my binder again. I just pulled out the silver foiled headers, which I end up putting in the middle just for a different pop of something, add a little bit more dimension. So going ahead, I did raise these up just a little bit, so I put white out over 2019. No, 18. Goodness. I mean, it is 2019 now, but not for only a few days in. Anyways, so my camera cut out. I'm still putting these date covers down. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and dig for a Clever Gal Crafts flag. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I haven't had time or didn't have time to pick up silver foiled flags, but I wanted to kind of keep the train going, so I just used gold foil. It didn't bug me, but I used white flags kind of to act like snow. I don't know. But I went ahead and put those down. Now, let's see. Okay, are we finally going to make a decision? I believe so. Yeah, there we go. So I'm putting down the full boxes. I'm really happy that I went with the full boxes. It just turned out so beautiful. This is one of my favorite spreads from this month. I don't know why. I think that Jessica just did such an amazing job designing this kit. I'm really, really happy that I used it. Again, like I have said before, these are just kits that I picked up because I thought they were so cute, and I probably had the intention of hoarding it, but I just wanted to use all of the kits, so I'm really happy I didn't hoard it and that I'm using it. So now I'm going to go ahead and put those glitter headers back down on top of those check boxes. I think that the silver glitter headers kind of neutralizes it. I mean, we have some really bold colors in this spread, and I think using the bold colored headers would look beautiful, but the silver glitter headers kind of gives me that balance that I was looking for. Alright, so it's finally time to do the sidebar. I wanted to do that washi pattern where you kind of put it in between things, but when it's all said and done, you can see that pattern all the way down, if that kind of makes sense. J. Crew Plans does it all the time, and I think it just looks phenomenal. So I took a piece of washi, and then I took a half box, which I don't actually have a purpose for that half box. And now I'm kind of deciding what I'm going to do next. Here, I end up putting down cutting down one of the check boxes so that it's a 3 check. And then I take another strip of washi and I put down the weekly habit tracker, you know, that long one. I don't really know what those ones are called. I just call them a weekly habit. And then I finish it off by using the last 2 pieces of that washi design to kind of fill everything out. And I think it just looks so sweet. I really love that house down there at the bottom. It's so beautiful. And I just love the way that sidebar turned out. So let's finally go in day by day. It is a little blurry here, but I quickly realize it, hopefully, and it goes back into normal, so save your eyes, it'll go back soon. I took a strip of that light blue washi and I layered the Tickled Pink Planning Primrose Girl for traveling. I flew home from New York this day. And then down in the check boxes, I just put a movie icon from the kit because I watched quite a few movies on the flight home. And then I put a ramen sticker from, I think it was Ohana Story. And yeah, I had a ramen that night. The next morning, I was just absolutely exhausted, so I needed that no talkie before coffee girl. I had work that next day, so we definitely needed a giant bucket of coffee. And then when I got home, my little sister was home. Her and her boyfriend had driven home from her university because she was on winter break. So I just used a little car icon from the kit to mark that with a flag. I pulled out the Graceful Planner functional sticker page that she just sells a la carte in her shop. I took a car because my car stalled on the freeway this day, which was just terrifying and kind of big, so I had to mark it in my planner. And then that night, well, later that day, I actually left work early to take my car to the shop. And I was afraid. I had like looked up online, and you know how people say like they diagnose themselves with everything if they look something up online? Well, I looked up my car, why it stalled and what it was doing online, and it looked like it was a cracked engine, which I think that's what it was. I had to get my engine fixed. So I left work early to go take it in to get that fixed. And then since I was home early, not super early, but like an hour or two earlier, I was able to unpack before just wiping out. And then the next day on Thursday, I took a fancy label from the kit and I put a Pigeon Paper Company milk bottle on top of it because I brought my nephew home and I like to use those stickers to mark when I hang out with him. And then I also put a primrose from Tickled Pink Planning underneath the sleeping one because I had a horrible migraine and was ready to go to bed. So I was losing light, so I paused here. And then now I'm coming back to fill in the rest of the week. So going back to Friday, my mom had surgery, so I take I take this So Much Joy doctor character sticker and I layer it on top of a strip of red washi, which I'm searching for now. I originally wanted a flag, but she only had the super tiny ones, and this was kind of a big character, so I went ahead and did the red washi, and we are going to layer. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. So, basically just spent the entire day at the hospital here. So I actually, my little sister and I left. We went and got Dutch Bros some coffee, and we also picked up some lunch for my little sister, me, and then my dad from Portillo's, so I wanted to mark that. I took this cute little Starbucks coffee cup from the kit, and then I have here, this is the Toffee Banana Sampler. I got it during one of the PBC from a shop. It was a really generous sampler. So I take the pillow because I spent the night at the hospital, and I put that down first just because I wanted to see spacing. Going on to Saturday, this is a very old Planning World sticker kit. I took the shoes because my mom walked for the first time that morning, so I wanted to mark that. And then later that afternoon or that day, my little sister and I went to go pick up me, her, and then my dad at Portillo's again. The Portillo's was literally right next door to the hospital, so we had to have it. And then I put the hanging in there sticker from, I think it was Ohana Story again. And that's just kind of how it was. We were hanging in there. And then on Sunday, it was my mom's birthday, so I took the Pigeon Paper Company sticker of the birthday girl and I just put that on the side there. And my little sister and I spent the night at home Saturday night. So on our way to the hospital, we stopped at Dutch Bros. We also stopped at Einstein Bagels, and then we got the people that could eat bagels. And then for mom, we normally do breakfast in bed on birthdays, but she wasn't able to eat, so we got her a smoothie and just wrote happy birthday on it for her breakfast in bed. And then I put the house down there at the bottom because my mom was released from the hospital that afternoon, so she was able to go home for the rest of her birthday. So now I'm just going to go ahead and fill everything in, and then we will catch back up. Okay, and then so here I wanted to write, oh, you know what? That house was for my older sister and her family coming over to the house to celebrate mom's birthday that night. And then in between there, I wanted to mark that mom was released. So I dipped into the Scribble Prints Co. kit that I used last week, but the sticker I wanted to use was just a little too big. So I just wrote mom released right in that empty space. So that's how everything turned out. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, maybe got some inspiration from it. I can't believe December is already over and that we're in the new year. I hope that you guys had an amazing holiday season, an amazing new year, and just an amazing 2019. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!